My husband pulled a live goldfish from our tank during poker night to show his friends how I am in bed, flopping it around while saying mouth open, eyes glazed, zero response. When I confronted him about it, he smirked and said, "At least dead fish don't expect conversation after." I didn't say a word. That was 10 days ago. Today, he's living in his office because he can't stand the smell in his car. My husband Marcus loved 3 things: his BMW M5 competition, telling people about his BMW M5 competition, and comparing women to his BMW M5 competition. Once I ate a granola bar in the passenger seat and he didn't speak to me for 2 days. But it wasn't always this way. At first, he was charming and attentive, actually maintaining eye contact instead of constantly looking around for someone more interesting to talk to. And I was 28, tired of dating apps, and he seemed like the adult choice. But his love ended as soon as we stepped off the honeymoon yacht. It crept up like a compliment wrapped in broken glass. "Babe, you'd look amazing if you toned up a little." Then comparisons. My ex did this thing with her hips. By year 2, I couldn't do anything right. Even SX became another performance metric he tracked. He'd rate me afterwards, as if our relationship was an Uber ride. That was maybe a 6. Try being more enthusiastic. Things only got worse after the miscarriage. As I lay there crying in our baby's crib, he stood over me and said, "Cheer up. It was probably just your body knowing it wasn't ready. You should quit your job, focus on being healthier." And I don't know why I stayed. Maybe because leaving felt like admitting failure. Maybe because he'd convinced me no one else would want damaged goods. But a month later, I finally snapped. It was a Thursday night, which meant poker night in our living room. I was in the kitchen making his pre-approved snacks when his brother asked when he was having kids. "We're working on it," Marcus said. "Still? Man, maybe see a doctor." "Already did. It's her. I can barely get her to participate." "Is it really that bad?" The room was silent for a while, and I peered over and saw Marcus reaching his hand into our home fish tank. He pulled out a goldfish and laughed as it flopped around in his fingers. SX with her is just like this. Mouth open, eyes glazed, zero response. He threw the fish back into the tank and continued. "My ex was a corn star compared to the corpse I married." They all laughed. Someone suggested trading me in. "I have a conference in Miami next week. I'll be testing some newer models if you know what I mean." The men laughed. Ice clinked. I didn't sleep that night. His words kept swimming through my head, each repetition more suffocating than the last. When I finally fell asleep at around 7:30 a.m., I woke up 10 minutes later to the sound of Marcus waxing his BMW. I took the chance to ask what he thought of our marriage. "You know what your problem is? You can't compete." He ran his hand along the car's curves. "This baby purrs when I touch her. She responds to every command. You? Well, you just lie there like roadkill." I swear I thought he was pranking me, but then he kept going. "I'm done pretending you're anything more than a warm hole that can't even rev my engine. At least dead fish don't expect conversation after." That's when I finally realized Marcus wasn't some misunderstood gentleman. He was a self-absorbed, entitled, emotional abuser. 3 years of taking his bait. Time to set the hook. The next morning, while he was out buying a new Gucci belt, he left his car at home. "Don't want any itchy fingers touching my baby," he said. San Pedro Fish Market opened at dawn. I loaded my cart with 10 pounds of the cheapest, oiliest fish they had. Mackerel, anchovies, anything about to turn. You see, Marcus had taught me everything about that damned car. How the cabin air system worked. How the ventilation channels ran under every surface. How once something got into the foam underneath, you'd have to replace everything. And Miami in July? That's 140-degree heat minimum.